Welcome, everyone. We're thrilled that you're with us. This is our first graduate webinar of 2025. So we're excited to kick off this new recruitment season. We're going to be talking about our graduate degrees and certificate programs in this webinar. We appreciate you spending some time with us in the middle of your day. We're sure you all are busy. Let me just sort of manage your time expectations. These webinars take between 20 and 25 minutes. So we're not going to take like a huge amount of your time. But we also, at the end of it, I will share my contact information. And if you have any follow-up questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll answer emails all day long. So my name is Sheila Gold. I'm the Assistant Dean of Recruitment and Admissions for the School of Professional Advancement at Tulane University. And I'm thrilled to be chatting with you about our graduate programs today. A little bit about the School of Professional Advancement. Tulane University is made up of 10 different schools that all together create Tulane University. And one of the schools is the School of Professional Advancement. So that is the school that we're representing today. And we'll be talking about the graduate programs that we offer at what we affectionately call SoPA, which stands for the School of Professional Advancement. So this is some pictures of our campus. Our administrative offices for the School of Professional Advancement are in the Richardson building, which is this orange brick building that's on the top right of your screen. We are located on the main campus, located in Uptown New Orleans, and that whole second floor are the administrative offices, our administrative team, some faculty members, and some advising staff members are all located in the SoPA administrative offices. So if you're ever on campus, stop by. Our student lounge has this big mural that says "Where You Belong." That was actually designed and painted by some of our digital design students. They made that as a class assignment, actually, and our administration loved that design so much that we actually contracted with them to have them painted on the wall of our student lounge. So if you're ever on campus, swing by and come see us. So we often get asked questions by students like School of Professional Advancement. What's that? Is that really Tulane? Do I get a Tulane degree? Absolutely. Today we're talking about how to apply to our graduate programs, but we do all of that with the intention of having you graduate and receive your degree. Your diploma will look just like the one that's on the screen right now. Tulane University, School of Professional Advancement, and your name and the degree that you received. So we like to say it's a Tulane program, Tulane faculty members, and you get a Tulane degree. So we're going to talk through over the next 15 minutes or so our programs and a little bit about our faculty, ways that we think our learning experience is a little bit different from other programs that you might have either been in or are looking at right now. We're going to talk a little bit about how we support students to be successful in our program, and then a little bit about our application process. All right, so a little bit about our faculty. What I think makes our faculty unique from other programs that you either may have attended or are looking at applying to is all of our faculty are what are called professors of practice. And that means that they all are either currently or have been professionals in the field that they teach. So you will be learning from the people who actually do the work that you want to do. And why is that important? Because you get real life experience. You will hear what's actually going on in the field that you're interested in now, not just sort of theory out of a textbook, but they will bring to you in the classroom, hey, this is a current problem that I'm facing in my work right now. Let's talk about it and problem solve it together so that when you go to apply for a job, you haven't just learned theory. You're like, oh, actually, we did an assignment that addressed a current issue in the workplace, and this is how we handle it. And it makes you much more prepared to get a job at the end of graduation. So, for in our public administration program, Ashley Hand is one of our faculty members, and she's the director of strategic communications for the city of Kansas City. So when she talks to you about how to handle communications and strategic messaging in the public sector, it's because she does it all day long. Same for Derek Bose. He is a faculty member in our Homeland Security program, and he is the former chief administrative officer for the Louisiana Flood Protection Authority. So when it comes time to natural disasters and dealing with it within a city and within governments, he knows exactly how to do that. In our kinesiology program, Tyra Mitchell has her doctorate in kinesiology, and she's the former chief physical therapist at Ochsner Health System, which is one of the two major health systems here in the state of Louisiana. And Ralph Russo is a former NYPD commanding officer. He helped NYPD start their first cybersecurity unit after 9/11, and he is the program director for our cyber and IT programs. So, when it comes to learning about what the workforce needs from current graduates, you all will have the latest information from the people who are actually doing the work. Here's a quote from Amanda Fennell. She's a faculty member. We see her on campus all the time, but this really sums it up. As a cybersecurity leader, I feel it's vital to prepare our professionals, which is you, the students, through practical experience, which is why I incorporate my day job into my classes at night. So she's bringing all that practical experience from what she does during the day into the classroom so that you all know and have that experience as well. It gives you a leg up. It makes you a little bit of a sharper job candidate. So we have two different ways that you can pursue graduate education at SoPA. You can get your full master's degree, or you can get a graduate certificate. And a graduate certificate is 4 to 6 classes in a very specific content area that you can come in and study, and you can get your certificate in about 2 semesters, so that's less than 1 calendar year. So that's one way that you can do it. Or if you start your graduate certificate and you're like, you know what, I kind of love studying and learning about the topics that you're interested in, you can apply that graduate certificate towards your master's degree, and you're already a third of the way finished with a master's degree. We call it stackable. So you can either finish with a certificate, or you can get the certificate, apply that towards your progress to your master's, and you're already on the path to getting your master's. So the degrees that we offer are these are all master's degrees: cybersecurity management, emergency management, homeland security, IT, information technology, sports studies, liberal arts, public administration, a master of art in teaching, which is for folks who want to be teachers, and then 4 different MEDs, which are masters of education in equity centered education leadership, learning experience and design, special education, or teaching English learners. And the MED is designed for folks who are interested in going into more of educational leadership. Like if you want to be a principal or a dean, that's what the MED is, as opposed to the MAT, which is more focused on being a classroom teacher. So this is just a little visual for what I explained earlier, which is the graduate certificate you can get in and of itself, which is just one little puzzle piece. Or if you're interested in continuing, you can add that puzzle piece to the larger puzzle, and it's for 6 to 8 additional classes. You can get your entire master's degree. So it's just something to think about. All right, so I'm not going to read you all of these, but in all the areas where you can get your master's degree, you can get a smaller certificate. So, like I said, the certificates are 4 classes in a very specific knowledge area. So, for instance, in the public administration realm, if you don't want to get the full MPA, you can get a certificate in either economic development, environmental management and resilience, or nonprofit and strategic philanthropy management. So you could start there, or you could stop there, or you could add it in to the full master's. All right. So, a little bit about our experience in the classroom. So, we do feel like we have a few differentiators that set us apart and make our experience a little special and maybe different from other programs that you're looking at. Our faculty go out of their way to really make our programs interactive. Much of our master's or graduate level work is online, but it's not the typical like look at a PowerPoint, flip through the PowerPoint, and then like answer a discussion board. There's a little bit of that, but we try to make very different, engaging, and interactive assignments for our students so that you have opportunities to meet your faculty, you have opportunities to meet and work with your classmates. There is a community feeling among the classes. And then we also have very like interactive scenarios and different learnings that cater to different learning styles for students. So for instance, we have 2 examples that I'm gonna give you is several of our faculty members have created lessons that are actually in the metaverse, and so what you will do is you will be, confronted with a scenario that you need to sort of work through and come up with a solution, and then you turn in that solution as your homework. But what you will do is you will enter into a virtual scenario, create an avatar for yourself, and work through different, options, and it's much more experiential, it's much more engaging, it's a lot of fun. You could do it alone, you can do it with other classmates, and so students feel like they're really being immersed in the curriculum. Another way that we deliver our curriculum that's a little bit more engaging is several of our faculty members will put lessons in podcasts, so you can listen to 20 minutes of the podcast on the way to work, another 20 minutes as you're driving back from work, another 20 while you're cooking dinner. Very different from sitting down and like reading 2 chapters in a book and writing like a paper about it. So it definitely caters towards auditory learners as opposed to visual learners. We really try and hit different learning styles and make it tailor made for folks who have other things going on other than being a full time student. The majority of our students are not full time students. They are taking their courses and working towards a degree while they're also raising a family, maybe taking care of older family members, working, juggling lots of other responsibilities for their time. So we are very dedicated towards supporting our students. We feel very philosophically committed to not only getting students admitted to our Tulane programs, but we want to make sure that you're successful and that you graduate and that you receive that diploma that was a couple slides earlier. So we want to make sure when you come to Tulane SoPA, you realize that you're surrounded by a lot of people who are here to go through the program with you and make sure that you graduate. So you have 2 different kinds of advisors. You have an academic advisor and a faculty advisor. Your academic advisor is there to help you choose your classes, maybe help you decide how many classes to take each semester, what order to take them in, maybe even talk to you if you're like, I'm having some writing issues, help you get support through the writing center. If you get sick and you have to take like a medical withdrawal for a semester, they can help you with that and then help you come back the following semester. So that's what an academic advisor does. A faculty advisor is a faculty member who's like a mentor. So if you take a class and you're like, I really love my economic development class. I had no idea I was going to like that much. I think I maybe want to do that in the professional world. they can work with you and say, okay, if you liked that class, maybe consider taking these other two so that you can get a little deeper in your knowledge. They might know a professional in the world that they can hook you up with so that you can learn more about what those folks do day in and day out. And they can also help connect you with job openings. So they can help you with industry experience. We also have our own dedicated career advisor. And so our career advisor only works with our SoPA students. They don't work with any other Tulane students. And they can help you with your resume, your LinkedIn page, taking a headshot if you need one. If you have a job interview that's coming up, they'll do a interview with you so that you can practice answering questions or like sort of giving your elevator speech about what it is that you have to offer to the organization. So this is a huge resource. She also gets a lot of job openings a day or two before they go live on national job boards like an Indeed. Lots of companies like our students, like our graduates, and so they'll give us like a little early bite at the apple. And so once a week, you'll get job postings for different areas for our students. So that's an advantage that you will have. We also have some folks that are available for student success support. So they'll be reaching out to you, making sure that you're not having any problems with technology or getting your books, or if you're falling behind on turning in assignments, they'll work with you on some time management skills. So we literally wrap students in support so that you can be successful and get to that graduation stage. We offer for our graduate students a program called Credit for Prior Learning. So, this is an opportunity for folks who might have professional knowledge in a certain area. If you have to take a class towards your master's degree and you're like, I already know how to do that. I've been doing that professionally for a long time. I don't need to take a class in this. You can meet with your advisor and your faculty member, and you can work with them to create a portfolio. It might be a paper. It might be producing some work product that you had done in the workplace to show and demonstrate that you have already met all the objectives of the syllabi for that class. And if you can do that, you can get credit for up to 2 classes towards your master's degree. That'll save you almost $8,000 in tuition. And it will also save you time, almost a full semester towards graduation. So it's a way to save you time and money. All right, a little bit about different ways to afford the Tulane degree. We always know that students are keeping their eye on the tuition. Our per course rate for graduate programs is $3,738 per course. We keep our fees capped very, very low. So if you're looking at a lot of other schools, always ask what their fees are in addition to their tuition. We cap our fees at $150 per semester. You will not have any more than that. And sometimes it will be lower. There are many schools out there where their tuition rate, once you add the fees for the semester, almost doubles the tuition rate. That is not the case. We go out of our way not to make that the case. If you're interested in the Master of Art in Teaching, that actually has a lower tuition rate, which is $1,926 per course, and the same for our graduate certificates in SPED and teaching English learners, so special education. We tell all of our students to fill out the FAFSA form, the federal form for financial aid. Start that form as soon as you start your application to the program because it's like a multi-step form and it can take a little while to fill out. And we also offer several different scholarships that we can help to reduce tuition rate along the way. If you are transferring any transfer credits from another institution, you'll get a $1,500 transfer scholarship. Also, we have early registration rates. So if you register by an early date, and we'll share those dates in a few slides, you'll get $500 off your first semester tuition. There is no reason not to take advantage of this. It's just an easy way to save $500. If you are interested in the MAT program, you might qualify for our SEED scholarship. You should look into that. That funds your tuition. And then we have multiple different types of students, and I hope you all fall into every one of these categories who can receive a 20% tuition discount. So if you're active duty military or a veteran, if you're an alumni of Tulane, so if you already have a degree from Tulane, or if you have a degree from an HBCU or minority serving institution, if you are active or retired federal, state, or local emergency service personnel, if you're an active member of Phi Theta Kappa, if you are a current K through 12 teacher, if you're a Louisiana state government employee, if you're over 60 years old, or if you're a member of one of SoPA's partner agencies. And you can go on our website to see if your organization is a partner agency of SoPA. So if you fall into any of those categories, you will automatically receive a 20% tuition discount. Okay, our application process. So we try to keep our application very straightforward. Our application lives on our website, sopa.tulane.edu. There's a big button at the top that says apply. You click that. You all are interested in graduate programs, so you'll click the graduate application option and it will open up the application. A couple things that we're going to need from you all are a picture of a government issued ID. So for most people, just take your phone and take a picture of your driver's license and upload that. We will need transcripts from any institution where you have received college credits. You can send those electronically. That's the fastest way for us to get those. We do not require any standardized tests, so there's no GRE required. There is a writing sample for usually 2 different prompts that you'll need to answer on the graduate applications. We will need you to upload a resume. And there is a $50 application fee, but as a thank you to you all for taking time out of the middle of your day, we've captured your attendance at this webinar, and you will be receiving a waiver for that fee. If you have already applied and paid that fee, please email me afterwards and I can refund that fee. It takes me about 30 seconds to refund it, so don't be shy. I'm happy to refund that for you. So the last thing is our registration deadline. So we are currently accepting applications for the summer term. Our spring term just started and the application is closed, but our next term is summer term, or if you're interested in starting in the fall, we are currently reviewing applications for the fall. Our deadline for summer for the early session is May 1. But if you apply and register for classes by April 25th, you'll automatically get that $500 deduction off your first tuition bill. So go ahead and do that. You have plenty of time. Apply today. We'll give you an admissions decision and register for classes by April 25th. If you're interested in fall term, that application deadline is August 1. But same thing, if you apply now and register for fall classes by June 1, you'll get that $500 discount off your first semester. So those are important deadlines. Those are also on our website. So if you forget those, you can look them up there. All right. So that is, what did I tell you? It takes about 20, 25 minutes. We are at 23 minutes. So this is my contact information, S Gold. There is a phone number. I'm never in front of my phone, but I'm always in front of my computer. So email me, sgold@tulane.edu if you have any questions. Also, if you have paid your application fee, go ahead and email me, do it today, and I can refund that for you. So with that said, if there aren't any questions, which I don't see any in the chat, I appreciate everybody being with us today. I hope to see applications from all of you, and we hope to be welcoming you to Tulane as students very, very soon. So thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all being here, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.